Barbara, since you're the only one online right now, if you have any questions at any point, I mean, anyone who has any questions can feel free to ask. It's different, workshop and training. Workshops are supposed to be more, collaborative with everybody, right? Ask questions, get help and whatnot. So feel free to ask at any point. The date is February 20th, 2025. This is our first club office workshop of the spring semester on the incentive program, and more specifically on the student success words for coming up here in April 22nd. So I'm Sean Green. I'm the advisor. These are my two lovely companion buddies, Elijah Moa, Carol, let you say your last name. And we're excited for you all to be here. So I'm going to go to the next slide. Oops, I have to go on that one.
Yeah, so Sean already kind of introduced us, but I guess a little bit more in depth. Kind of want to go down the list. Aljo is not here today because he has class, but he's the club involvement coordinator. And then Elijah, that's me. I'm the club marketing coordinator. And then Carol, our newest ELT member. She's the club development coordinator. And then Sean Green, our nice advisor.
Awesome. And the agenda for today.
So today we're going to talk about the incentive program, the 3-star levels that you guys can reach. And then also we're going to go through the Student Success Awards nomination, the process to go through that, and other announcements.
Yeah, so let's just jump right straight into the 1-star incentive. You're going to get $100 when you complete this level. So for the fall, you want to re-register your club. And then for the spring, that's a little bit different. You just want to update your club membership. And then the 2 officers must attend or at least watch a officer orientation, or by participating in an EOT workshop, watching a workshop, and then filling out a quiz on the information that you learned. So that counts as one task. And then another task is 2 officers complete a self-guided WolfPack Connect training, host an event or meeting, and post on the calendar in WolfPack Connect, and then send an email using the WolfPack Connect email function, and then post news on your WolfPack Connect website. Sean does do learning, so we do have learning events. So it kind of goes through these, so it's easier for you to know how to do them. And then you don't need to do it in chronological order, so you can jump around. So for example, re-register your club, and then you could just jump straight to host an event or meeting.
Yeah, now I'd probably add also to this that, the learnings of, I consider those the trainings, right? We want something that we're going to be working on for our 3-year plan for our organization is to continue to make ways for the incentive program to be more dynamic, right? We know, like, for example, we have a club in Watertown that may not be able to make it to an event on Truex. We still want that to be able to work so they can be part of the program and get money, right? So we're trying to focus that on all clubs, right? So the whole idea of if you can't maybe get something and be here in person, but you can still watch it, we want to make it really flexible. We still feel like you're gaining information from it. You should still get some money from that, right? And so that's a big part of that right there. And this is a lot of this stuff for fall has already happened. I mean, we had successfully had 18 clubs get the first star done, and that actually leads into the second level, which
you don't need to do all of them, right? At least
you have to do 4 of the 6. Very good point. Yep. So and that's something else that's going to kind of expand is we're going to have other things, right? So something that I guess help spill the beans a little bit. We have 2 secret things right now in the incentive program that if you figure them out, you unlock points, right? That you don't then have to do other things. So I will give you a hint to tell you to check Leaderboard because that will give you kind of a clue as to what things other clubs might have done. Because I can tell you that some clubs have figured it out. But that's up to 50 points right there where you might not do something else because you can do that, right? And so that's an incentive, a fun incentive to want to engage with the program. We want to continue to build on that. And that's what we're going to be working on through the plan with is making this fun and engaging, and then you're engaging your students, right? But going into the 2-star, right? So, yeah, we just had, both our Winterfest things happen just recently. We have a spring involvement fair happening next month. Campus Fun Day was another one that happened in September. But though, yeah, if you're table at an ELT event, fill out the survey, that's something that should get knocked off right there. And then again, participate in I know it says club officer workshop, but it's a workshop, a training, anything where you're actually looking and watching or participating in and then reflecting on it, right? These are not gonna be things where I'm expecting like to grade. These are things that you're looking at this and reflecting and saying, hey, how could this be useful for my club and engaging students to want to join my club, or to how can I help manage my club more effectively, right? That's all your own, choice and how you see that. I'm not giving you a grade on that. I'm challenging you. We're challenging you to think about that though, right? Submit goals. That's a very easy one. All of these things I will say are found in the club guide, which is now also on the left side navigation in WolfPack Connect under club resources. And then track attendance by checking students in an event using WolfPack Connect, which is the simplest one of all because you just scan the QR code and that's points unlocked right there. So it's a very simple one to do.
You can manually enter them too. That's what
You can do that, and that would also unlock that feature.
yeah, because some people have trouble with, I don't know, like their phones don't like the QR code. I think it's like
Yeah.
particular phones,
Yeah, it might be.
don't like it for some reason, but.
Yeah, that might be. It might be if they haven't logged in to the platform and then they're scanning it. Could be an issue with the security features. Yeah, I would see. I've noticed some things about that.
And then, but for the 2 stars, do they need to do all 4 of that?
Right now you have to do all 4 of those, right? Yeah.
What if you did the 3-star stuff or?
So again, none of it's in actual chronological order. So if you do 2nd-star stuff, you can unlock that 2nd-star, get that $200, right? And not actually have to but if you want to get all the money, you got to get everything done, right? So, yeah.
So then we have the 3-star points that is only available on the spring semester. The other ones you can do both in the fall semester and do it again for the spring semester. So then for the fall semester, you can get $300 maximum, and then for spring semester, you can get $900. So then this one is 3-star. This one you'll only have to do those 3 tasks, that is nominate clubs and or club leaders for the student success award that is gonna happen this spring. Submit fall goals progress report to reform on WolfPack Connect, and then submit a club year-end report to reform also through WolfPack Connect.
Yep. Yeah, and I just want to quickly yes, you did say it right. $900 total you can gain, right? But yes, that's for both the spring and the fall, right? So 300, 600,
Oh
right?
yeah, 600.
But I just want to make that
Yeah.
clear, not to
Sorry.
mislead, but you did say it right, that the most you could get is 900. So there's
Yeah.
something, so you did say that right. And then I will let you also continue on.
And then we also have 2 additional incentives that you guys can do. That is host an event in Goodman South will give you extra $50. And then student life leadership certificate, extra $25.
Can you say more about that last part? Like because that's for individuals, I thought, right?
Yep. So if you're an officer, so Kai, if you did the leadership certificate as an officer of a club, right? So in this instance, it would have to be a little bit more specific to a choice, right? This isn't one where it's automated through all. It would have to be for a specific club, but you would get an extra $25 added to a specific choice of the club, right?
Wow.
So if you finish the certificate and then all of that gets presented at the student success awards, right? So, but yes, I mean, we're trying to host more events at Goodman South and we're trying to promote more up there. So incentivizing, if you do that, give you more money. And if you complete all that, the student life, the leadership stuff that our advisor Cole is doing, that, yeah, that's an extra $25 right there. I would just check to make sure that, I think of one big question that we've been having a lot of is what counts as service hours? I would check just to verify that what you're doing is actually service hours eligible, because if it's not, right, I don't want any officer to feel like they've been misled and not to see something. I want them to know that, hey, what I'm doing is actually going to work towards something, right? Towards the actual thing. So just check with the advisor. You know, I had, I can say last fall, I had someone list this as a service hour, right? And I had to say, hey, that's not part of what service hours are. You, an officer or club, that is part of your voluntary duty as being a club officer to do this, right? So check with the specific person who's organizing the event or the advisor of that event or that club or that organization, just to make sure that this is going to help towards the actual certificate. We don't want anyone to be let down by something like that,
Right,
right?
just give us an example of like what is. and then what
Well,
isn't.
one good one would be with Cole doing every time he does his leadership development series, right? Those things count, or
They do?
volunteer center things, right? Those all count. If you see them in Wolfpack Connect, there is a service hours thing on the left, that left side navigation. You click on things that show service hours, it will show you anything that's service hours eligible. So if it's not, check with the advisor, right? But those things are supposed to be counted towards service hours, right? And just communicate with your advisors as well, right? I think good communication, there's always some way to make things adaptable and flexible. Does sound good?
Yeah, Kyle, you've been having great questions. Speaking of questions, these are drop-in hours, right?
Good
So
connection.
Monday to Thursday, you can go ahead, take a photo, but we also do have a paper print on student life of these hours. Yeah, and these are for any general questions about how to start a club or even about funding or whatnot.
Awesome. Oops. And then I'm going to kind of now go through the student success awards. So if anyone doesn't know about the student success awards, it's a banquet, it's a ceremony about, it's like, if anyone knows what the Emmys or the Oscars are like, you know, it's basically saying, hey, these are a way to celebrate and congratulate student officers or student groups for their achievements that they've done throughout the year, right? So there was tons of different awards ranging from the outstanding club of the year, or organization of the year, or club officer of the year, or, there was the Karen Roberts Student Life Leadership Award, which is the highest honor that you can possibly get. And so there's tons of different, there's like, I think 12 different categories maybe. But yeah, it's always held in April, so we're very close to the end of the year. And nominations have just opened up last week on Tuesday, the 11th. And so we want everyone to be able to nominate somebody and do it. And the thing is, yeah, like Carol kind of already mentioned with the third star, by actually doing this, right, you are actually unlocking part of the incentives for the third star program. So you're helping to, you can vote for yourself as much as you want, you can do it all, right? But basically it's, let's just say you voted for yourself, you helped to unlock something, the third star level for your own club, right? As well as vote for yourself. There's a nomination committee that goes through everyone's submissions and makes those decisions. But like heck, I mean, it's a simple, quick thing, and I'm going to demonstrate that right now about how easy and simple that is, right? So let me pull it up. And while I'm pulling it up, do we have any questions so far about any of that, right? It's okay if we don't. And hello, buddy. Is it Nolan? Was it?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I remember that.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
No worries, but hey, get some food if you're hungry, man. We got some tons of food here.
Thank
you. Let me just open.
I noticed that student orgs are also like in there, they don't get.
But again, it's about celebrating, right? The achievements of every student, right? So student orgs, yes, they can win student org of the year, right? So, or there's a student group for community service option as well. So there's a bunch of different ones. And so yes, upon going to scanning that QR code, it would take you to a thing almost there that would look very similar to this, right? And let's just go through one right now and try going through the club advisor there. Let's just do that, right? If these two down here, Curious Web, Shared Governance Nomination, and the Debbie Valgado, those both have specific things that you have to just click on either of these links to take you there. But besides that, if you want to get more ideas as to what these descriptions are, right, you could go to the Student Success Vertical website, right? And which will have the live stream when we have that done, and it looks like the nomination form is up there finally, so that's cool. But this shows what all the different word categories are, and explains them a little bit. The nomination form does it as well, but if you're not, it's just, we want to make sure that we explain it as much as possible. But yeah, let's just do a club advisor for you, right? I'm not going to take us too far because I don't actually want to make a submission, because our lovely Carol is going to be the one going through all these submissions. I don't want to give her any extra work on that, but I will kind of take us through some of the basic steps. This form has a lot of logic based, like put into it. It's kind of honestly our most complex based logic form that we've made. We're really proud of this, honestly. So depending on what you pick is where it'll take you. So if we decide to go to a club advisor review, it will actually take you to the club advisor section. After it asks for some basic information, the nominator information. So I would say, hey, Sean, my email, whatnot. I'm just going to put in Sean at college. And this is unlocked for everybody. So if you're not right now, essentially we have only users of the platform used to be able to get answer forms. Anybody can answer this. We've unlocked the security on this so that we want everybody in the college to be able to use this. So I'm just going to say student, right? This option down here basically says we've had students and or the nominators of boards ask, hey, I wanted to share what I wrote about this person. Is that okay? And as we're continuing to take privacy very seriously, we wanted to add this addition to say, hey, is there a right to share that information? So I'm going to say, yes, I'm okay with sharing what I wrote to the person that I'm going to nominate, right? And I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to, Elijah, I'm going to put Elijah down here, and then we want to work with trying to make sure that we're doing pick names very seriously. So we're working with phonetic spelling. We have a generator down below, and there, like, you have trouble figuring out how to type out some of these names phonetically. I did my funny little Mark Wahlberg thing down there, though. If you want to check it out, then I'll say, yeah, let's put down Elijah at Madison College, the EDU, and I'll just put it down EU. And then it will take us right to the club advisor section. And so then it's the same thing with any type of award. It will ask you questions based on the award type. So in this case, it's asking, well, what club is this for, right? And then some basic questions, and then there's a submit button. If this is for a club officer, for example, or for Karen Roberts, for example, there would be a question at the very end of this section here, which would basically just ask, do you want that person to be recognized by getting golden cords when they graduate, right? We want to make sure that we do our best as advisors in student life to recognize individuals, but we miss them. I mean, it's just truth of the matter. This is another way to continue to make sure that we don't miss individuals, right? So it depends. Advisors obviously aren't graduating, so that's not going to be a question, but you would have a next page and then an option to submit. But it's very straightforward. And again, you unlock a big section in the incentive program by just doing this very basic thing. And that's what we're trying to just have everyone do and make sure that they know about, right? So I will go back to this thing, and again, it's open until the 14th. After the 14th, nomination closed, and the process of the selection committee goes on. It's through all the awards. The academic schools, for example, like Lorna, currently, as we speak, I just spoke to someone this morning who, as soon as they get submitted, they go to each academic school and they're already being verified. So we're trying to make sure things are happening in real time, so we don't have any backups or backlogs. And I kind of just explained a big chunk of this already. But, you know.
So are there descriptions for some of the ones that aren't very, like some of them are intuitive, right?
Yep.
Can you go back actually forward or whichever, when you changed it from, yeah. So like, I don't think people are gonna know what the Karen Roberts Student Life Leadership
Yep.
Award is or the.
All that information is actually right. Let's see if I can go back to where it showed all the awards.
I think it says here, click on this link to see the description.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's exactly it. So, yeah,
Okay, perfect. Good job,
tap
thanks.
right there and say, yeah, it shows right here where it will show you what all those and tell you about those. So we want everyone to know.
Nice.
But so yes, we're making sure that we are giving everyone as much information as possible. So yes. All right. So then yeah, I was saying, what's next for announcements?
Yeah, thank you, Sean, for that in-depth tutorial. But some future announcements, our next workshop is April 10th from 1 to 2 p.m. At the Drugs campus. And then the Student Success Awards nominations, it's a huge thing that's happening, or well, not happening, but these are that's a nomination day for when it's open, right? For nominations.
Design frame, when it opens and closes. Yep.
And then the Madison College Spring Involvement Fair, that's March 27th, from 11 to 1.
And so we'll be sending out things very shortly, actually, right before spring break, to make sure like, hey, if you didn't get a chance to table, and even if you did get a chance to table at Winter Fest or whatnot, more tabling is always better, right? You always get more options to get students involved. And kind of leading to the club transitions workshop, if you're graduating, right, you want to continue to make sure that your club's legacy continues to be active by making sure that you can have transition documents and legacy information to help the advisor be able to kind of get the next students interested in taking those officer roles to step up and help you the part. So yeah, it's all relevant, right? And so yeah, I would say continue to be doing tabling and join spring involvement fair. But yeah, we will send out things about that before spring break actually. So be on the lookout for that and please sign up. And then yeah, did anyone else want to add anything on that? That was good. Okay. And then yeah, so yeah, probably I'll share this and Nolan, I mean, dude, you saw how much trouble I had getting it going last time, right? Like this is.
Yeah.
I'm just acing it right now. I'm like, shoot cheeseburgers. Like, but did we have any other questions that we wanted to ask? Otherwise, feel free to just eat, hang out. We don't have to leave this place until 1:30. But yeah, and then we're just hang out, and if you have questions, come up and ask us, or ask at clubs that matter. Clubs that matter college.edu. So yeah, anyone have any questions? Or Barbara, you have any questions over there?
I do have a quick question, Sean. So,
Yes, Ms. Gray.
so I guess do advisors, do they get a chance to fill out or are they able to attend the workshops and stuff that we are and it count toward the club, or is it just us as club officers?
They can, but I'm gonna say that if they cannot fill it out on behalf of the club, right? They can't get the points on behalf of the club. The reason for that is you guys are club officers, you guys are the student leadership. The clubs are student led, right?
Right.
And we want the students to take that proactive approach on it. So the negotiation to that though is if you say cannot make it, right? But your advisor can, have the advisor go, give that information to the student officer, and then have them fill it out and submit it. I don't care, I'm fine with that. But at the end of the day, if I see an advisor on behalf of the club, I won't approve it because you guys are the leadership of the team, right? So I feel like that's the best compromise of the situation. Does that make sense?
Yep. And I kind of thought so, but I'm just having a little problem with my other leaders. So that's kind of why.
And again, work with them. I mean, you communicating, that's all I'm asking is that you communicate, we'll find ways to adapt the system so that everyone is being able to get the points they need, right? So
Okay.
just talk to me afterwards. We'll find a solution that fits your dilemma.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Sweet, sweet. Any other questions? Nolan, I see you eyeing the question over there. Okay. I don't give you a hard time. All right. So yeah, please enjoy it. We're gonna be taking the pizza artist down and doing life at the end of this, so there's gonna be tons of food. But feel free to just hang out, and we hope that you had a good time and that you learned something. And we'll send out. Should actually go out at the end of this after 1:30, but we'll still send it out anyway. The workshop reflection form, so you can fill out what you learned and then get the points towards this. All right. So other than that, yeah, that's all we've got.
Wait, I have one question.
Yeah.
What was the secret?
The secret. You're gonna find.
I'd try.
Yeah, you're gonna find it if you look on there.
Try.
If you look on the, I'll give you a hint. Look at PTK, which is a student org. They accidentally unlocked it. So if you look at,
Interesting.
Oh. Hey, we did that.
idea.
do what?
We did it, for BPA.
Do what?
We've done it this semester.
Do what?
The thing.
The thing?
Yeah, we
I
did
know
the
you
thing.
have done the thing.
So how
know.
why isn't it on ours then?
Because you didn't actually do the feature there is a feature. If you watch on the second, when I talk about making events on part 2 of the series, there is a feature that actually lets you select and create a specific profile for them. Not trying to say it out loud to continue the secret, but you can actually then promote that and say, hey, and then they can click on that profile and see who's actually coming to the event. So I do think it's possible that you can retroactively go back and edit that event if you're the one that created it and try to do that. But hey, I mean, there's still time left to be able to get that unlocked.
Sure. Thank you.
I think it's a cool feature once, yes, you have done that. I know you've done that, but
Good
yeah.
idea did too, right?
IDA did, and IDA was very persistent on, they caught that very fast and then they were on top of it. But we want to continue to have things like that, like just fun little things that make you have to be like, oh, I want to see what I can unlock. We also think it'd be kind of cool. I think that we've talked about exchanging out certain ones, right? If you maybe get enough, you could maybe bypass other things, right? Or even maybe expanding on the amount, right? Like, of money, right? But again, that's not gonna happen very soon because we need to have all the money available. But that might be a thing that we'd look forward towards the future about how can we restructure the entire thing. So maybe we have 4 or 5 tiers, right? Maybe it's something that allows you to get more money faster and sooner, but allows you to maybe get more money in the long run, like say $1,000, so 900. But those are things that are in the very early beginning stages. But well, we always take comments too. We always want to hear about things that we can do to continue to make it fun and exciting. So, right? So I say let's do it right now. Go. Yeah. Come on, we did it. Woo, yeah. All right. So yeah, that's it. Barbara, we're just gonna chill out. Feel free to ask questions if you got. I'm gonna stop sharing though. All right.
Sounds good. I'm gonna get ready to head out. I have a doctor's appointment. That's why I didn't come all the way to that side of town today. So
No worries. I'm happy that you came though.
yeah. Well, thank you guys. And I will be dropping in one of those hours, Sean, and sit down and talk to you about the situation that's going on with the clubs.
Perfectly fine. That's perfectly great. We love to talk.
All
I know I
right.
love to talk. But,
We did that last semester too, actually.
yeah, but that wasn't happening. It
wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say I missed anything.
All righty, everyone. Have a good rest of the weekend. A good weekend.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
And then just how to submit the nominating stuff.
Is she an advisor for a club?
She is a
Is it
local
not